Welcome to Manhattan, Kansas, the Little Apple, where they have taken a large bite out of college football. The man for whom the stadium is named, Bill Snyder, built this program from the losingest in the history of college football to a formidable foe and home of the Kansas State Wildcats. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the North Texas Mean Green, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So North Texas offense will get the first swing of the game. And all eyes on this man as he takes the field. The defense knows they're going to try to throw him the football, and it probably won't matter, guys.
Oh, but the defense, Reese, will be locked in. He will see double coverage. They will know where he's at on every single snap, Jesse, or else you will get beaten quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's one of the few receivers in the country, guys, where if it's man coverage, he's open, zone coverage, he's open. If he's double covered, he's open. Throw that guy the ball.
Got his man quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
North Texas will have to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll call for the fair catch here. So the Kansas State Wildcats offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. I know what a weapon he is on the outside, but stretching the field against this dude in the secondary will be a challenge.
And just some safeties have it, the awareness, the ability to see the ball, to break on the football, and he's one of those guys.
This QB better be looking this safety off. You can't just trust your receiver's going to out-athlete him every time you throw him the ball, because this safety is a different breed.
And the Wildcats want to crank the tempo.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Handoff from the gun. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Trying to get to it. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Now on the option. He'll toss it.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Really nice job by the defense. The offense has the whole playbook open to him on 3rd and short. They try to slip in the screen. Did not fool the defense at all. Nice stop by the defense.
He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. He makes the connection. Tackled immediately after the catch. Offense gets set for second down.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Offense lining up quickly.
And I tell you what, I love this call early in the game. You know why? You get your quarterback hit early. He gets hit. Wait a minute. Nerves settle. Everything's good. You show him the defense that he's...
And he breaks into the open. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And what did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. He'll try the left side. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Holding.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll run it from the gun. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it.
And that pass picked off. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Wildcats will hustle to the line.
Really, really nice football play. Man, I got to understand option football. I got to play my responsibility, make sure that I know what I'm doing. Look at the linebacker. Great job doing that. Staying patient, getting to the quarterback, making the big tackle.
Picked off. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Get it out on the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the field goal unit is on the field. Splits the uprights. Good. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you've got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
At the 35, he's loose. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
On the move, he fires. Just a misfire from this sophomore as he threw it behind him.
Well, everything on that play started off great. The offensive line gave a great pocket to the QB to survey downfield. He found the open receiver. You just got to finish the play. Receiver, you got to make that catch.
They're bringing heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the pass hits, picked off. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Now on the move. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offensive momentum. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They've changed into the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Looking downfield, and he needs a punch. Complete out of the backfield. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. It's good.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. K-State has the ball back and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. He'll pull it on the read. They bring him down and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Wildcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go to the ground. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Complete downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They want to get this defense on its heels.
And they run the option, and that had no chance. And the QB, you could tell something was a little bit messed up, and he starts to run. It goes nowhere. Defense swarms him. That is the play that we don't want to run again.
It's complete on the right side. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Kansas State really has this drive rolling. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn. And they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Soft spot in the middle. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Finds a crease at the 20. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Relying on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Wildcats will try to pick it up on 4th down.
29 Philly.
They'll try it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. How about this crowd rattling the rafters and trying to help their defense? Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. North Texas will have to punt it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
This is a 3rd and long. They're trying to get to him. Finds the tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And the returner will be brought down. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Across the 45. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Past the 30. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offense is trying to run the counterplay into the boundary. Those pulling linemen, though, actually led extra linebackers to the point of attack, and as a result, they were able to get a tackle for loss.
Gets open down the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Feeling some heat. He's going to run it. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the 1st down. North Texas doing business from the red zone. He'll do it himself. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand this, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in, got that 2nd and 3.
Fires to the wideout. Got it! Takes it to the house! Touchdown, Mean Green!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Coastal Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there on the surf turf in Conway, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 11 to Duke. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll pull it down. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Running back goes in motion. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. A strike downfield. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. It's complete. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, you know, and then the second one...
He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his third receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into the season. I love how they line him up all over the field, and as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. He wants to throw. Quickly complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Touch pass on the run. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board. Lofts one high and deep. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play.
He lobs one high down the left side. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll take another shot here. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Manhattan. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats.
North Texas will kick it off to start things here in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man's journey is stopped, but there is a flag on the play. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Knocked down after the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Using the quick game. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. Kansas State pushing the pace.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Caught in the backfield, it's Reddick. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kansas State will have to punt it away. He's got great speed. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. First down for this offense. Quarterback on the keeper. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. He's going to pass on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Pocket starts to collapse. Another incompletion on 3rd down. North Texas will have to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt and take it back. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Reddick. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Kansas State quick to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And the returner will be knocked down. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Right back to it. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Nice job to keep it himself, find the 1st down marker, and move the chains for this offense. North Texas has it going to work with another 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Harbor. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, the inside give. And the ball's loose. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble?
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then following up for a massive fumble recovery.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Leaves his feet, makes a nice grab along the right sideline.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Across the 25. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he didn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me...
Touchdown, North Texas! And that one will put him up here in the second half. Here comes the 2-point try. Was to pass. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great, so David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Kansas State pushing the pace. Wide out in motion. They'll leave it with him. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the ground game. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Gonna run it, it's Savage. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Kansas State will have to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. The give to the left side. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the third period. That's the end of the quarter, and North Texas has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll run it from the gun. Rumbles ahead for 6 and all the way out to the 16.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside give. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Setting up the screen. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, give on the inside. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. This crowd knows when to bring it. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tough.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Just a crushing mistake on the penalty. Wipes out the touchdown, and now they'll have to try to get it together and score again. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. Now on 2nd down. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Man, at this stage of the game, does that hurt to have 6 points taken off the board? Now they've got to regroup and try to get it in again. On 2nd down, looking to throw. He's got the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of... And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Mean Green. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. It didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Snagged in the middle. It's Reddick. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's going for it all. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to throw it again. Got it in the middle. It's Reddick. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. It's now 2nd down after the short completion. Fast motion from the offense. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Got his man in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the 1st. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a 1st at the 29. He's going to pass. Complete to the left. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Crosses the 35. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Second down coming up. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. North Texas will have to punt it away. good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part. Jesse, this offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing in that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
Got his man to the left. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Looking to go up top on first down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. He's back to throw on second down. Catch in the middle. They spread it. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Finds his man enough for the first. Touchdown, Kansas State. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands.
Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so is the two-point conversion attempt. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Coming after it. Takes a hit as he fires. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical, and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can this guy do?
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Trying to find his man on first down. Brings it in down the left side. All kinds of running room. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown, and man, oh man, time was about to run out on him, and now they need the two-point conversion to tie.
And they desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to kick this onside kick and somehow find a way to boot a long field goal and maybe win this thing at the buzzer.
He is in there, and he's got the 2, and we are all tied up here deep in the 4th. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback. Save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. First down here for the offense.
Here we go. Unlock. Flip it.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.